Dawn finds a DDR machine. That DDR stands for Dawn Dawn Revolution, or Dawn's Dance Revolution. Yeah, there's balloons, there's sparkles all over the place, and Dawn's getting down. And always remember, Dawn's just one letter away from getting down. Yeah. And what letter is that? The W. So when Dawn catches that W, she is getting down. Of the Resolve Tooling Dave, Bravo Dave, Anomaly, the Anomalacars, Funomi is the man who is ready, willing, and able to do the things that are able to be willing and ready. It's doubleheader time, Fractures tonight, so we ain't got a moment to waste in the Danganronpa Hunger Games. As you see, it is our Agent of Chaos episode. 12 of these competitors, well, a little caveat there. I took to thinking and I said, you know what? Everybody's in this match. All the OCs coming back one more time, singles time this time, tag team time shortly after this. And we'll see which 12 are going to the premiere. If you see a character as a dash P beside their name, they already have a P, or rather, they have that P because they're in the premiere episode already. That being said, the 12 who don't have a P by their name will be going to the premiere. And the winner of this episode will be the OC Agent of Chaos. We'll hand it over to me again, back to back, as we go over to the tag team side. But first, let's check out singles action. Starting at the top, we have Aria and Dawn. District 2 sees Sylvanos and Tigra. District 3 sees Arrow, Ribbon, Ogami, and Paimonphobia. District 4 sees Morisaki and Nathan. District 5 has Jacob Baker and the lawyers Stell and Aoxis, RP Aoxis. In District 6, District 7 sees Maintenance and Setsushi. District 8 sees Pinto the Dreamcat and Panth. 9 sees Dimitri and Amber. 10 sees Kyra and Du. 11 with Takuto and Alex. Kaylee and Johnny. In District 12, our champion, oh champion, my champion, Golden, took the title at the end of Season 15, walks into Season 16 trying to defend it with no. In District 13, District 14, we see Jagspan and Atsumi. District 15 sees Avera, and it has Delaware. District 16 has Tsubasa and Nunzio. Daruma and David. In District 17, 18 sees Evelyn and Rion. 19 with Eva and Momo. And District 20 sees the combination of our previous champions from last season, Legault and Kiku, our co-champions, and our Agent of Chaos from last season, Rose. And as you know, y'all know the Agent of Chaos rules, but I'm gonna go through them real quick. It's gonna be real quick. It's gonna be like 3 seconds. It's not gonna be 3 seconds. It's gonna be like 20 seconds. Agent of Chaos. 33% chance that when that wheel spins, it spins 33% chance every episode in OC action. If it hits, it doesn't get reset, it's always 33%. Who will be the Agent of Chaos for the singles action? If it hits, y'all know what that means. Championship on the line. If they don't hit at all, just at all, not at all, ever. Then the Agent of Chaos goes on to the championship episode instead. That is our game. Y'all know what's up. You know what it's about. Make your picks first, second, and third. I could make some yeah, sure. I mean, we'll make one right now. Why not? There's some things that's not available to the general public. This tonight actually is Friday Night Fracture. AWE Fracture returns tonight, and it is the last event before we really start off. Well, it's not the last event, it's the last non-OC event that we have before the path to ticket to paradise, a countdown to, I don't remember what we call the on the beaten path to ticket to paradise. That's what it is. We made it there. I got it. It's locked in there somewhere. Much like tag team champions, Racket of Psalm defended their titles at Inferno tonight. We'll see a title defense from the seemingly unstoppable, undeniable Sonic.exe. Show Tucker, Coldest Day will defend their titles against a team that made a splash nearly a year ago to get into the golden ticket. This time, they'll be trying to make a splash for the tag team championships, reuniting to try and take down Evil, Yosuke, Ito, the Himbros. That's not our only tag team matchup. We also got a fantastic matchup between Sprinkles and Pies. They wanted a shot at the tag team titles, but you know, Pies has literally just lost to Sonic.exe and Show Tucker not too long ago. Actually was the one who was pinned, so I said absolutely not, you don't get another shot. But you can fight a team that looks to compete together. So this mystery team, we'll see how it goes. And of course, I mean, it's tonight. Very exciting, so get ready for it. Get ready, tonight is the night. Friday Fracture. We also have a golden ticket qualifier. Yes, and it will feature new competitor Glitched, old competitor, very, very old competitor, Gentleman Thomas, with someone who hasn't competed in a hot minute, but wants to do right, or wrong, who really knows. Skull is back, looking for a spot, looking for that opportunity. Can he outrun this competition? We will see. Fracture is tonight. Get excited for it. Until then, toodaloo, Flight Crew. No, I'm just kidding. We're not ending the episode. We're actually starting the episode. Let's do it right here, right now. You made your picks. I should probably make mine. Before we officially... Asnir's right here. That's crazy. Asnir, do you want a golden ticket? You want to... We'll talk about qualify... Well, you guys do know, I think I have a pretty fun idea. Hear me out, Asnir. I'm gonna make my picks real quick. For first, I got Panth. I think Panth's gonna be the Agent of Chaos. Give me Nathan for second, and I'll take Kyra for third. Those are my picks real quick. That being said, there's a spur-of-the-moment idea. I know you want an opportunity. I know Pablo wants another opportunity to compete. Last time you guys competed together, you did lose, but what if you guys were competing on opposite sides of the ring instead? Yeah. How about on the first episode on the beaten path to Ticket to Paradise? Asnir, you find yourself a partner. Pablo finds himself a partner. And the two of you will go 2-on-2. The winning team will go on to Ticket to Paradise, the golden ticket match. Another 2v2. A match that really made Yosuke a star and Ito a star. They both became champions in their own right. Ito tables champion, Yosuke cashed in the golden ticket himself. Will that be a star-making performance for Pablo, Asnir? Maybe even one of their tag team partners? I'm very excited to see who you guys will pick, but for right now, that's just something to look forward to on the horizon. That's the first weekend in April. I think that's WrestleMania weekend. I need to make sure I'm available that Friday. That being said, I made my picks. All the announcements are in, so I think we can just go. Asner's here and was ready for that. So, like, let me be completely real for you. I'm gonna have to run that by Wednesday, but I don't think he's gonna have a problem with that. You, on the other hand, don't have a problem with that either. I'm just glad that I could state you so you didn't do any shenanigans. And shenanigans, see, well, that's a shenanigans number, actually. So, maybe I am, in some dire straits if that's the case, because, if according to my watch, we are just resimulating once. Just a single time, which means all of your OCs, they tend to get a little bit antsy, a little bit violent, a little bit unheard of when I just click this resimulate button one time. Yeah, it's not gonna be good, is it? Let's get a quick zoom for you guys. Let's scroll down. Remember, top 12 OCs who don't have that P by their name will be going on. I got the list of those who are going on right now, right there. But right now, we gotta see who else goes on as we proceed, because there's a two-parter. The tributes, their podiums, the bloodbath, it sounds, the horns are what sounds, not the bloodbath, right? Yeah, that's the horns right there. Okay. The deed is done. That being said, yeah, let's proceed. As Kaylee convinces Rose not to kill her, only to kill her instead, so well, Rose will not be getting the 2P, in fact, came last place in this Agent of Chaos match. Salute to Rose. Rion grabs a honey glazed ham. Takuto gets down on one knee, proposes to Pinto. Pinto laughs and Laughs at Takuto, continue to do so as he leaves him there. Pinto, my gosh. Arya, she's a trident from inside the cornucopia. Null is a superhero, while Tsubasa's a supervillain. They've been arch nemesis since the year of the Aviator, the very first year of like consistent uploads in this channel. Daruma grabs a jar of fishing bait while Dimitri gets the fishing gear. Dawn grabs a backpack and runs off. Dawn's like, nope. I don't want any part of this. Dawn Mafia, you might want to talk to Saturday Evie, actually. Kiku falls into despair. Maintenance enters the arena rather, but changes his mind and immediately leaves. He says, yep. Yeah, no. Eva refuses to fall into despair. Nunzio runs away from the cornucopia. So Vonos was spacing out and wondered if the die landed on a 1. Yeah. Panth kills Momo, she tries to run. Ribbon finds a bow, arrows, arrow, wait a minute, and a quiver. Amber runs away from the cornucopia. Alex refuses to fall into despair. Kyra runs away as well. Vera finds a huge rocket launcher. I remember really liking Vera's design, and then they just didn't do well at all. So I'm very happy to see that Vera survives the bloodbath. We acknowledge that. Murasaki takes a running start, and Superman punches Dew, sending him flying across the arena. Jacob is sick and tired of playing nice and turns heel. Tragic. Legault runs away from Cornucopia, as does Jags fan. Aoxus comes to the arena to capture a dangerous killer that has escaped from an insane asylum. Are you sure that that's not you? Are you here to capture yourself? Hatsumi catches Golden off guard and kills him. That is real Agent of Chaos mentality, immediately going after the champ. Maybe Atsumi's got what it takes. The lawyer, David, Johnny arrive to the groups as the game as a group. There we go, and are penalized 50 luck as a result because they're late. Stell goes up to Pai and Satsushi looking for allies. Tigra refuses to believe that any of this is real. Nathan runs away from the cornucopia. Delaware grabs a honey glazed ham. Evelyn has been dilling and dallying on an essay that's due by the end of the episode. Now they have to work on it, while also trying not to get killed as we proceed on to day 1. As Kiku sees a completely pale Jags fan wash ashore, unmoving, Kiku revives him with CPR, but doesn't stop when Jags fan regains consciousness. Vera and Rion hunt for their tributes. Nunzio starts writing a novel. Will he ever finish it? Ribbon's unknown sponsor is Raid Shadow Legends. Evelyn plays chess with death and wins. Pants receives pancakes from Evie. David's allergies are so bad, he sneezes the arena back to April. Tigra taints the lawyer's food, killing him. You're gonna get sued, Tigra. Null stabs Delaware with a sword, revives him with the Wishing, and then repeats the process until the Wishing burns their hand. Delaware is actually able to run off because of this. Kaylee. Whenever I see the word or the name Kaylee, I think of Kaylee Ray. Alba Fire starts a cult. A cult of personality. Do. Takuto, Amber, and Alex happily join. Pai tries to spearfish with a trident. Tsubasa throws a pebble in anger. A strange series of events causes a small landslide, killing Johnny, Nathan, and Sylvanos. Rest in peace to those trios. Pinto becomes spherical. Spherical! The cult! Don't you dare be sour! Clap for your world-famous tag team champs and feel the power! It is the Chop Artist. Yes, it is, and they will actually be back in the second part of this episode, now that I think about it. As Aoxus taints Satsushi's food, killing her, and Atsumi feigns death, but Jacob sees right through it and kills her. Jacob the heel. Kyra finds a bow tie, puts on because, well, bow ties are cool. Murasaki is tied down to a table and forced to listen to Dawn's monologue about herself. Murasaki dies of boredom, will not be claiming that Agent of Chaos title, but could claim the title again, I suppose. Eva tries to find every Monokuma on the school grounds. Daruma is the king of Five Nights at Freddy's. Stell sees smoke rising in the distance, decides not to investigate. Arya finds some, or rather plants some trees. I guess you probably find some too, there's plenty in the arena. And Dimitri does a sick kickflip. Sick! Very cool, very nice, and very Claire de Lune for 11 of our tributes. Shall we? I believe we shall. A Claire de Lune 4. Rose, Maintenance, Momo, Golden, the lawyer, Johnny, Nathan, Sylvanos, Atsumi, Satsushi, Murasaki. Well, we gotta keep going though. 11 gone. But we still have a good chunk left. Oh, this is in the way. There we go. We got 30 competitors remaining. 30 competitors. Good luck to them, I suppose. We have to go because this is a doubleheader. You get all of this content, and then you get a lovely episode or rather installment of Fractured Night from Wednesday, but right now we have to continue on with this one as we step through again, as we proceed again. We see night 1. AoC throws what they think is a Molotov at Daruma. Turns out it's not a Molotov, it's just a rag, it's not even on fire. Jags fan loves all the V3 survivors equally, Maki, Himiko, and Saki? Legault submits an absolute to the squad. Kiku's like, you know what? I believe in you. Co-champ to co-champ, I hope you get it. They're still bonding. What if, imagine they become co-agents of chaos. My mind would be blown. Panth kisses her homies goodnight. Null, Jacob, and Tigra. Ribbon challenges Dimitri to a dance-off. Ribbon absolutely dominates. Stell gets hold of my soundboard, plays the secret achievement music. You know what? Why don't you? You know what I kind of want? I kind of want like I want one of those like those Blue's Clues letters, and then I open it up and you know there's like a green screen card inside, and I kind of want to just like open it and be like, I wonder who it's from, and it's just a bunch of shenanigans every time I open it. I kind of want that. I might look or try and get that made, because I think that would be really funny. David. Turned out to be a clone, and Rion was the original David all along. Evelyn finds an Etch-a-Sketch and shows Dawn. Y'all, I'm really thinking about it. I need to like, hold on. I need to write that down so I don't like lose that thought, because that's funny. I'm never gonna mention it again, but it's probably gonna come up in like the 2 or 3 months from now, and you'll be like, oh yeah. Oh man. This is how my brain works. Fento can't decide whether Vera should live or die. Takuto threatens Kyra in fluent Japanese. Dude threatens Delaware with a good time. These are 2 different kinds of threats. 2 very different kinds of threats. Although it could be Takuto threatening Kyra in fluent Japanese with a good time. That's the ascended. You know, like that meme that's like, I'm thinking, then you're like, it's the your brain in space. It's that one. Arya. Kaylee gets lost in the coldest part of the arena. Nunzio challenges Avian Battleship. Nunzio seeks my battleship. You cheated. Alex finds a bit of a button. Decides to leave it be. Amber used some fireworks to distract Pi and Eva. Eva's only pretending to be distracted. When Amber walks up to them, she kills her, saving herself and Pi from death. And well, Tsubasa acts cute. That's real cute. That's kiss cute. We go to day 2. Estelle exclaims, not the naive, for no reason in particular. Kyra tells Kiku that she's not in clown, but the entire circus. Arya throws a discarded dumbbell into Eva's head. Rest in peace. Legault gets a knife from an unknown sponsor. AoC bashes Daruma's head against a rock several times. Pinto, Vera, and Tigra band together to fend off a pack of starving wolves. Dawn panders to the audience saying, I love the Mafia. Me too. Alex overhears Jags fan and Pan talking in the distance. Do ask for Tsubasa's axolotl. Tsubasa's got one and says, hey, check it out. Yeah, check it out. It's great, isn't it? Takuto kills Rion for his supplies. Tag team champion is down. Pi, Evelyn, Delaware have a scrum debate with Kaylee, David, and Dimitri over who loves their specific food more. Avi with his pancakes, Hina with her donuts. No. Finds a violin, begins to play it horribly, much to Nunzio's frustration. Ribbon does a sick kickflip, fails, the landing falls flat on their face, and Jacob can't wait to kill Sayaka this game, you better believe so, but that's just 4 gone. We are at 26, I believe, and after this, Claire de Lune 4. Amber, Eva, Daruma, Rion. We have to peek, because the number of people who aren't on the premiere is kind of unclear at this point. We still have non-the-premiere Legault, David, Delaware, Jags fan, Null, Kaylee, Do, Kyra, Panth, Pinto, AoC, Stell, Jacob, Arrow, Tigra, Dawn, and Arya. So, really the majority, actually. I think that's 17. How many people are left? 26? Admittedly, we could also do this. Space P. Yeah, there are 12 people with a space P who are here, which doesn't make, that actually doesn't help. Wait, yes it does, because then I can do alive, Yeah, there's only 6 of them alive. So now if we subtract from the 27, yeah, man, look, I got this big brain for a reason. I got this big brain for a reason. I'm actually gonna copy that. And we have alive 26, that's right. So 20 people not in the premiere who are still in. That's what we call ingenuity, you guys. We proceed, and we are in night 2. Throughout the entire night, Kyra tells Tiger a bunch of useless fun facts. Alex learns ribbon and fluent Japanese. There's a lot of threats being thrown around. Do uses night vision goggles to navigate the arena. Nunzio sets a few more traps before returning to camp for the night. Tsubasa gets a hold of my soundboard, but within the hour struck down by, not copyright, but a bolt of lightning for playing copyrighted music. For shame. Kiku fiercely shakes up a can of soda, pops a tab, blasting Null in the face with a stream of soda. Delaware befriends a Komodo dragon wearing a small pair of aviator goggles. Pants, Pinto, and AoC get into a scrum debate with Jags fan, Pi, and Dimitri over who the strongest character in Danganronpa is. Evelyn is plagued by a recurring nightmare. Stella and Kaylee, the rest of this event is not welcome in a school environment. Jacob develops an irrational fear of Legault after having a nightmare about him. Dawn finds a DDR machine. That DDR stands for Dawn Dawn Revolution, or Dawn's Dance Revolution. Yeah, there's balloons, there's sparkles all over the place, and Dawn's getting down. And always remember, Dawn's just one letter away from getting down. Yeah. And what letter is that? The W. So when Dawn catches that W, she is getting down. Oh man, David loves all the V3 survivors equally. Himiko, Maki, and Saki. Takuto says a swear word. Arya covers Vera's ears as we proceeded as day 3 as Vera dies from an infection. Rest in peace to Vera. AoC receives pancakes from Avi. That's probably biased. Legault, Bay. Alex has helped explosive taking out Nunzio and Jags fan. Dawn gets her ultimate talent license revoked. Didn't have one, actually. Dimitri raises Evelyn's hopes and then dashes them quite expertly. Delaware sees completely pale. Pi watches Sora revives him with CPR but doesn't stop when Pi regains consciousness. Pinto asks for Takuto's axolotl. Takuto gets confused. Kyra thinks Avi has an addiction to getting new addictions. David finds a water gun, fills it with holy water, fires it, and Null getting them wet. Panth asks for my soundboard. I say, hey, yo, get down and get funky. And throws a dance party with Jacob, Tigra, Arya, and Kiku. Do falls into a pit and dies. Rest in peace to Do. I was gonna say, we almost never see the "and dies" version of it, but Ribbon prepares the museum for Avi's artwork. We lost 7. I don't know how many of them were actually in the premiere already, so we'll have to take a peek at that after this. Claire de Lune 4. Tsubasa, Stell, Kaylee, Vera, Nunzio, Jags fan, Do. Well, first we'll see everybody's statuses. How many in the premiere are still left? 5. So we only lost 1 of them not in the premiere. So the rest of those 6 attribute to the ones that are not left. So from those 20, we jump down to 14, which means the next 2 that are not in the premiere will not be making the premiere. That being said, in total of alive, there's 19. I didn't need to type it. I was like, wait, the math is mathing. It's 19. We still have Arya, Dawn, Tigra, Arrow, and Pi, Jacob and AoC, Pinto, Panth, Dimitri, Kyra, Takuto, Alex, Delaware, Null, David, Evelyn, Legault, and Kiku, who could somehow, someway pull off that double Agent of Chaos like I was joking about, but my gosh, how ironic that would be. 9 more tier saving grace picks for right now. Let's get this show on the road. We'll proceed yet again, and we see Night 3 as Kiku finds the virus in the simulator and is killed by Jacob. Walks into a portal, turns it on, his molecules get all rearranged, he's got ghost powers. Legault hits Tiger with some sweet chin music, he tunes the band. Dawn steals Kyra's first kiss. Maki grabs Pi by the throat. Panth finds David hiding, then comedically slaps David. What's a comedic slap? Do 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 do, and then you do the do 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 do. Null finds an etch-a-sketch shows Pinto. The portrait made for him. Pinto loves to kiss his Null on the forehead. Takuto and Arya exercise under the star. They invite AoC, who promptly murders them without witnesses. Yeah, You guys remember when Aoxus came in here? It was like, I'm here to capture a dangerous killer to escape from an insane asylum. Yeah, I think we found them. Alex thinks about winning. Delaware submits an application to join the squad. Ribbon walks up and says, yeah, you're not getting in. Evelyn finds a vigorous button. Precipice drawn to the glowing light. Fortunately, the button doesn't do a thing. And Dimitri attempts to climb a tree but falls to his death. Dimitri! No! That being said, I'm not sure Dimitri is very close. I think it's really depending on if these two are in the premiere already, but we'll proceed, and as we proceed, it's day 4. Jacob hunts for other tributes. Legault and Ribbon grievously injure each other in a vicious fight in order to survive. They have to nurse each other back to health. Pinto and Null kiss under the mistletoe. Kiss me under the mistletoe. Evelyn. It's not that time of the year, I take that back. Well, you know, so look, hear me out. Mistletoe, miss me with the Christmas music. I'm kind of here for it all year round. Don't have me. I'm gonna sing a Christmas song, just like in one video every month, and I'm gonna hide it. I'm gonna hide it, and I'm gonna be like, I'm gonna make sure it's like, you have to really be paying attention. And someone's gonna be looking out for us like, oh my gosh, he's really doing it. I can't believe this fiend. I'm going to do it. I'm going to be the Christmas vandal. Vandalizing all of your other times of the year with some hidden dialogue of Christmas. Evelyn finds Shuichi's head and puts it on. Kiku sips on apple cider. Listen here, Alex doesn't like pants. She's gonna bark at her now. Kyra, David, and Aoxus join the Adventurers Guild and are assigned roles based on their stats. Kyra is the righteous knight, David the wise and wizard, and Aoxus a janitor who's secretly a murderer. Tigra freaks out completely upon seeing a painting of dogs playing poker. She's like, oh my gosh, how do they do that? Dawn begs for Pie to kill her. He refuses, keeping Dawn alive, and Delaware falls into it but somehow lives. As we proceed, we lost 3, and those 3 give us our Claire de Lune for Takuto, Arya, Dimitri. Now, I am fairly certain that Takuto is in the premiere already. Right? Because Takuto got like 2nd or 3rd, right? Or am I tripping? I could be tripping, yeah. Takuto is in already, which means Dimitri just missed the premiere by 1, I believe. Because there are 4 people remaining that are already in the premiere, and of our full alive, we have 16 minus those 4 give us our 12, so this is our set. Dawn, Tigra, Arrow, Pie, not Pie, well I mean Pie is there, but Dawn, Tigra, Arrow, Jacob, Aoxus, Pinto, Panth, Kyra, Delaware, David, and Legault all join the premiere. That sets us up, but we have to see who will be our Agent of Chaos. Will it be either any of those 12 rather, or will it be potentially Kiku, Evelyn, Alex, or Pie? Let's go on, let's see who wins this one as we proceed. There we go. Legault finds a sleeping Pie on the ground, raves his hand, waves it in front of his face saying, you can't see me, dust off the shoulder. The 5-knuckle shuffle, which I've gained a great appreciation for after watching Stream AV play WWE 2K24 as R-Truth. Aoxus grabs a kitchen knife. I hope it's just for self-defense. No, Aoxus has literally killed multiple people in this game. It's not for self-defense. There's a knife in the... Okay. Dawn steals every item in Jacob's camp without being noticed. Alex is killed by a bite from a black mamba. You know exactly whose fault that is. Pant actually sticks her hand in the campfire she made as the ultimate jinx. I comment on what Delaware's doing. Ribbon walks up to Delaware and says, yep, that's rough, buddy. Kiku gets infected with a spare disease, starts insulting everyone relentlessly. I remark on who Pinto's doing, surprisingly. David dies instead. Oh, yeah, it's opposite day. That means technically Arrow's jinxed right now. Kyra kills Tigra while she's sleeping. Rest in peace to Tigra. And Evelyn puts trust in Null, allows herself to fall backwards. Null actually catches her. Evelyn says that, I trust you with my whole life. My whole life will proceed. And we see it's time. It's feast time. And the, I was gonna say the duo, and we'll get to it in a second, as Pinto decides not to go. Kyra, Ribbon, Pie, and Jacob team up to grab food, weapons, and supplies and memoirs. Legault falls into a pit and dies, and Delaware's trap kills Kiku. I said, wouldn't it be fun if Legault and Kiku somehow became co-agents of chaos? That will not happen. In fact, they died. right by each other's side, neck and neck. Maybe their fates are intertwined. Aoxus decides not to attend the feast. Panth and Null get into a fight over raw meat, but Panth gives up and runs away, and Evelyn stabs Dawn when her back is turned. The tragedy, the betrayal, but we still have a whole day to get through, and that day sees Kyra planting some trees. Pyre receives a gift from her secret admirer. It's, oh god, that's repulsive. Panther wakes up and immediately has breakfast. And what is that breakfast? Pancakes! And what does that earn Panther? An entry into the World Pancake Championship matchup. Which should happen very soon. Because we got a lot of folks. Pinto is attacked by a Komodo dragon and dies from his injuries. Why is there a Komodo dragon here in the first place? I think you know just whose fault it is. And we'll be seeing them shortly. No! Evelyn and Aoxus unsuccessfully ambushed Jacob, Ribbon, and Delaware, who killed them instead. Just like that, we are down to what? 5? 6? 6, I think, because the top 3 are all alive. Unless there's an arena event. Ha 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 ha. Okay, I was just checking. 6 competitors, 1 last Claire de Lune. 4. Alex, David, Tigra, Legault, Kiku, Dawn, Pinto. No, Evelyn, Aoxus. Yeah, I'll be real. As we got close to the end, I was like, is it gonna be Aoxus? Because Aoxus was going a little bit wild and crazy, but we have to see everybody's statuses because it is your final 6. My pick for first is still in, but I'm not gonna make any other notes on that. No other notes on that. But I will say, hey, you might need some new picks. And shall we do those new picks? Hey, they're your Saving Grace picks. Ladies and gentlemen, it is time for your Saving Grace picks, the picks that we make within your final 10. We got 6 people remaining this time. One of them will become your new Agent of Chaos, and as we go through it, it is all of District 3, Arrow, and Pi. In the past, you might have said the Pyrotechnics solo, but in this instance, they're competing on their own. What will unfold? District 5 sees Jacob has turned heel, and with that heel turn has garnished a fair amount of KOs. Will that heel turn last? Will it get him the victory? Will the good guys finish last? Will Jacob reign supreme? Panther, who was a quote-unquote pseudo-agent of chaos in the past, wants to do it right this time around. Panther, will Panther become agent of chaos? Kyra, former champion, wants to be a new agent of chaos, or at the very least is happy she made it thus far to get another chance at holding that title. What is it? Potentially with the purple-haired people being so great in competition. We'll see about that. And lastly, fairly new to the competition, Delaware Cult. Delaware could have a standout performance today. Has 4 KOs, already kind of having a standout performance so far. Could go even further, has already made it to the premiere. Could make it to get the W. Could become Agent of Chaos. Make your picks first, second, third. I am just gonna refrain, and I'm gonna stick with my 1 pick for first, Panth. I think I picked Panth, and for first, I think Panth was my first place pick, not my third. And since Panth is still here, I'm just gonna triple down and say Panth wins this one. But it's anybody's game. You guys have made your picks, and if you haven't, you should go ahead. And if you also haven't, make sure you enter in the description. OC action still available to enter. It ends at the end of the month. Oh, see, I was gonna say go ahead and submit your OCs right here, right now. It's in the link below. It's a fun time. We're about to see who is about to have, I guess, even more fun as they become the Agent of Chaos. Because it's your final 6. And Arrow, Pi, Jacob, Panth, Kyra, and Delaware are all standing tall, their hearts beating, pulsing, racing with the same rate, the same pulse, and perhaps even the same fate. Determination? Is that of? A samurai woman. Final 6. 6 competitors, 1 goal, Who will it be, or will it be no one? We'll proceed and we will see as Ribbon severely injures Delaware, leaves her there to die. Standout performance, but Delaware is gone. Pi threatens Jacob in fluent Japanese. Did you know that a group of Komodo dragons is called a bank? Because Pants just pissed off a bank of Komodo dragons and got killed for her actions. Kyra suddenly falls over dead. Man, I shouldn't have breathed. That brings us immediately down to 3, Ribbon, Pi, and Jacob. How curious. I don't know how this is gonna end, but I know some people are freaking out, I'm sure, that the pyrotechnics are together, but standing against them right now is a very healed Jacob. Let's proceed and we will see. Pi raises Jacob's hopes and dashes them quite expertly, and Ribbon wants Avi to give Sayaka a chance. Nope. Arrow, get out of here. There's silly and then there's just wrong. Get out. No, bad. Tragic, get out of here, that's wrong. Pi, Jacob, your final 2. No arena event, which means it all comes down to a 1v1, and after this, Claire de terrible turnabout for Delaware, Panther, Kyra, Arrow. We'll see everybody's statuses. It comes down to just 2, Jacob Baker, Paimon, Phobia. Pi, Jacob. Well, I mean, when it comes down to those 2, we don't want to dilly and dally because there's still technically a half, or rather a full tag team episode in Orteal right after this. So, hey, yo, who is it gonna be? That's a question for you. Will it be Pi, Jacob? Jacob Baker. I hear has, Mafia AV has beef with Jacob Baker, and that is dangerous. So don't be surprised if, at the end of this, Pi wins because Jacob's taken out by the Mafia. But standing in Jacob's way with this recent heel turn is Pi. Pi, who I'm sure wanted to be in the final 2 with Arrow instead, now has to carry on for Arrow. Will that be the case, or will the chaos bring a change to Pi like none other? Who will it be? Will it be Pi, Jacob, Pi? Final 2, let's see how this all cashes out. I'm ready, I'm willing, and I'm able. Will it be both of them, neither of them, Pi or Jacob? The answer is clear as we proceed, it is. Jacob convinces Pi not to kill him, and a very heel maneuver kills him instead. Says, please don't do this, we could win together. Pi said, you know what, yeah, co-agents of chaos, we can make sure the title gets defended pretty much every single time. And as he turns around, has his hands on his hips and smiles, he says, it feels good to win together. And he's cut off as Jacob takes him out from behind. Just like that, we have one winner. He embraced the chaos early as he became heel. And that's the truth. In fact, that's not the truth. The truth is that he is your winner. And new OC, Agent of Chaos, turned heel early in the match and had relentless takeouts one after another. And when it came down to the final 2, he decided to use friendship. Well, all of us thought for a moment, maybe he's turning face again. Even Pi believed he was turning face, but in the end, it was not but a lie. A heel is a heel, and a heel is your Agent of Chaos. For the OCs, steel chair in hand, Jacob Baker embraces the chaos. And that is it, Jacob Baker, your new Agent of Chaos for the singles OC. We'll see tag teams in just a moment as you see Jacob Baker once again. The W, Pi, 2nd place, Arrow 3rd, Kyra 4th, Panth 5th, Delaware 6th, AoC 7th, Evelyn 8th, Null 9th, Pinto 10th, Dawn 11th, and Kiku rounding off your top 12. And I think it's important to pay attention that of your top 12, only 1, 2, 3 were a part of the premiere already. So a part of that top 12, we also see Legault, Tigra, and David just narrowly enter the premiere as well. Dimitri, you were so close. I'm so sorry, Dimitri. You were right there. You hate to see it. I'm personally rooting for Dimitri, not for nothing. Dimitri's been real close, but so far. Arya, Takuto, Dude, Jags fan, Nunzio, Vera, Kaylee, Stell, Tsubasa, Rion, Daruma, Eva, Amber, Murasaki, Satsushi, Atsumi, Sylvanos, Nathan, Johnny, the lawyer, our champion Golden hopefully does better come the actual premiere time. Momo, Maintenance, and Rose are all of our 41 from singles action this past season, so that was last season. Look forward to singles action this season, and be sure to enter your OCs. Enter them OCs. You got until the end of the month to do so. Make it happen. It's in the description. It's also in the community tab. It might be in the pinned comment. It might not be in the pinned comment, actually. Not at this point, unless you're watching it a ways after, because I know I'll be busy at that point. That being said, that is this episode. We'll go and proceed onward to see. It all started with Kaylee convincing Rose, the former agent of chaos, and just really getting her out. In fact, it started and ended with the same event. The convincing only to kill her instead, and on the end, the convincing only to kill him instead. Jacob saw the opportunity and made it his. Congratulations to him. Proceed again. 5 KOs too. Ribbon with 4. Delaware with 4. Aoxis with 4. Tsubasa with 3. Pretty good. Alex with 2. Everyone else with 1 or none. That is the layout of the land, but that's not the end of this episode, because in just a moment's notice we're about to go over to tag team action. Get ready for that. Our teams are all coming back. Which 12 are going to the premiere? Let's find out. Hit us with the other me. Let's go. Oh yes, it's been like 5 minutes. Hit the music. Y'all know what we're here for. What y'all talking about? We got Fracture tonight. I don't want to hold y'all for too long, but I mean, like, you know, as long as it goes, as long as it goes. Welcome back. We're still here, and it's still the Hunger Games OC action. It is our OC tag teams from this season. 6 teams are going on to the premiere. Already they are the Chop Artists, your tag team champions, along with Earth Scientist, Big Time Plush, Magic Show, the Monster Mash, and Gaming Conventions. Those are your 6 teams. That being said, as we keep on keeping on, how are you? Right? 6 more teams will join them, and let's just go through all the teams right now, right here. We have Forever Failures, we got the Crime Hunters, Lead the Congregation, Unsolved Mysteries. Let me also go through the names. Let me start over. That's a rare start over that I don't actually just restart the recording. Tingy and Beta, the Forever Failures. Crime Hunters sees Yukine and May. Lead the Congregation sees Ringo and Kara. Unsolved Mysteries with Apollo and Scary E. The Monster Mash has Michi and Helsing. Earth Science has Lynn and Mona Lisa. Big Time Plush has Rona and Melody. Gaming Conventions has Sidekiller and Mochi. Robo Research has Rio and Rando Bot. Custodial Services has Goshgom and Skyland. Greenhouse Dolls with Kitamura and Iris. Bite the Bullet has JFJ and that other guy. Magic Show has Romaz and Hiriko. Frenzied Beast have Nina and Felix. Close Inspection has Katora and Isamu. American Alpha sees Naomi with Avi, and last of the Chop Artists are here. Trying to get that block, make sure that there's no extra chaos brewing, because they've already retained those titles once. They want to say, hey, let's do it all again. Let's do it all again. We are ready to start this thing. Make your picks first, second, third. Y'all, I don't need to replay. Oh my gosh, Agent of Chaos is the same rules. It is the same rules. Y'all know what it is. So make your picks first, second, and third. I'll make mine as well. And we can get this thing on the road. I'm excited to see which 6 teams will go on. So first and foremost, I'm gonna take for first. I'm gonna say Bite the Bullet. As if I were jinxing them. For second, I'm gonna take Gaming Conventions, and for third, I'm gonna go ahead with Unsolved Mysteries. I think those are going to be my 3 teams. That being said, one of my picks last time made it all the way close to the end, so maybe one of my picks will make it all the way close to the end this time. Let's see how that all plays out. Are you ready? I said, are you ready? I hope so, because it's time to start the episode. The title of Tag Team Agents of Chaos for the AoC is on the line, but not just that, 6 spots to go on to that premiere are on the line. Let's see who grabs them, let's see who gets them, let's see if there's going to be any shenanigans. Let's start round 1 and see the bloodbath, and as the blood does bath, the horns do sound, the horn bears do that thing that you did earlier. Thank you. Horn bears, you're looking fantastic. I believe in you forever. I believe in you forever. That's a long time. I don't know if I could ever believe in someone forever. Probably could. JFJ starts this thing and finds some moon shoes. Ringo attacks and kills Goshcom before Skyline can react. Skyline rushes to help, but Goshcom dies in his arms. Oh man. Romas has a strong sense of justice and turns face. Last time we saw a heel get the W. This time we might see a face get the W. Lynn uses a mysterious catch to knock out Kitamura and Yukine, putting death colors on them. Iris has that dimensional scythe. I pick her like cooling and relying around in various places. Let me tell you. I got a can of off, and I got a lighter. If you combine those 2 things, don't. Wait, don't. Man, I gotta stop having dangerous things lying around. Man, Naomi knocks out Evelyn in a fist fight and puts a death color on. XSP finds a bike. Cue the music. Alright, well, you know what it is. Nope. XSP doesn't get it. Mochi finds an... Wait, normal cars? Aren't those exist? Extinct? Aren't those exist? Aren't those exist? Scary walks into a very strange machine. His molecules got all rearranged. He's got ghost powers. Phantom. Beta finds a table. Hey, hopefully nobody goes through it. Katora, Religion Watch finds themselves having to get rid of Nina. Rest in peace to Nina. Helsing draws a demon summoning circle on the ground, you know, for fun. Michi finds a skateboard, time to do some sick tricks, some sick moves. Skyland sobs quietly. Apollo is glad he can rely on Scary E. Rona thinks about what she did up here. Randobot puts a death collar on Katura while she's asleep. Oh, dope. Monolith just found a fishing rod. Now she can catch all the fish. She can catch all the fish. It all started when Alien devised what it did. It stuck itself upon the wrist of Isamu with secrets that it hid. Now he's got superpowers. He's an ordinary kid. He's Isamu 10. Rion tosses a Pokeball. Out comes Halucha, who uses flying press, crushing Rio. Rest in peace. Melody tripped and fell into a bush. Surprisingly, Yeet Ball comes out. Yeet Ball! And the Yeet Ball's going all over the place as Kara steals that Yeet Ball. Says, my partner's out, but I can still score. A touchdown. But doesn't, because Rio takes that Yeet Ball instead. Felix is up to shadow of Felix gains a power persona. Psykiller hates the way the comments have been treating him and turns a heel. Evelyn summons a shield protecting from Mei's attack. Evelyn then causes the ground beneath Mei to cave in, burying them alive. Yukine steals Ryu's Yeet Ball, runs off with it. Tinky then steals that Yeet Ball, which makes sense because he is a thief, and Kitamura is thinking of plans to get out of here, but will those plans come to fruition? 34 of our competitors were in, but now 4 of them are gone, leading us to our final 30. And I believe after our first day in the other simulator, we were also down to 30. Who would have thunk? It's a Clear Day Loon 4. Goshcom, Nina, Ringo, Mei. Well, that's 4. We gotta keep going. No team's completely out yet, so everybody's still got a shot. That's the magic of tag team action, and if you want to enter tag team action, make sure that you go and do so, because that link is open, it's in the description. OC submissions are open, they've been open for a hot minute. Let's see, as we continue to the next round, it is round 2. JFJ and XSP jump from tree to tree. I hope they fall. Iris steals Tinky's E-Ball, runs off with it. Beta sets up our table for grabbing Kara by the throat, then choke slams Kara through a table. Rest in peace. The congregation has not been led. Tinky is tired of all this, everything that's going on, and turns heel. Skyline stops quietly. Naomi tries to kill Helsing, but Helsing retaliates and kills her instead, but does not live very long to tell the tale. Hiriko steals Iris's E-Ball, runs off with it. Mochi finds a rat in a cave. And some more rats show up, and Mochi feeds all of them until Mochi now has an army of rats at his disposal. What in the world? Apollo's got a chainsaw. Goodness gracious, Gary possesses Halcyon and walks him straight off of a cliff. Dang. Evelyn creates a shield around Rion, protecting him from Ryu's attack. Mona Lisa casts her rod in the river, pulls out a sea bass, more like a C+. Avi spots something shiny in the distance. Is that another can of off? And could that be another lighter? No, of course not. Gosh darn it. No, they just wanted to end already. Cycler wonders, he should build a machine that makes Yakiniku Ryu. He's something he shouldn't have and dies of horrible stomach pains. Archon Secret Potential and Michi grants her Hydro Vision. Randobot finds a slingshot. How quaint, might be useful in a pinch. Katura tries to make the collar look fashionable. Felix has a Komodo dragon. Guess it is an animal. Seems like they have taken a liking to each other. Rona has had enough and is now enraged. I almost read that as engaged. Romas fights for truth, honor, and justice. Romas because Super Romas! Dun 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 dun! Kitamura can't help but admire his own genius mind. A well-placed shot by Randobot with a slingshot dazes Yukine. Randobot with the shots. Isamu transformed to a massive, just a regular alien, not massive, with a flame body. Heat blast in the white hot fireballs at XSP, turning him to ash. Thank you! Alright, Lynn is being adorable as always, and Rion tossed out a Pokeball. Out comes Lucario. Lucario actually doesn't like Rion and uses Aura Sphere, decimating him. That's unfortunate, and just like that, we're down to a standard-sized game. 10 total gone, 6 more in addition to the 4 before, and now a Clear Day Loon is 4. Kara, Naomi, Helsing, Ryu, XSP, Rion. I wonder if I can find a really cheap violin. I'd love to learn to play not Claire de Lune. I think I want to play the majority vote music. Boom 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 boom. That might be difficult. But I'd be interested. That being said, we got 24 competitors left. I still don't think no, one full team I know is out, and that is Lead the Congregation. That being said, I have to lead you all to the end of this episode, so let's continue going. We won't check who's left just yet, but we'll check the next round, and we will see. More people do perish. As round 3 begins, Hiriko says, no one's taking this Jeep ball from me, shoves it into her arm, runs back to the cornucopia, and it's a big confetti everywhere. Touchdown! Touchdown, 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 touchdown. Good job, Hiriko. Mona Lisa ambushes Apollo, gets rid of him. Felix gives his Komodo dragon a pat on the head. Archon, Secret Potential, and Lynn grant her a Dendro Vision. Michi is being chased by JFJ. Michi used the power of Hydro to off the surface behind her, causing JFJ to slip and break his neck. And that, my friends, that is the power. The power of the Jinx. You can't beat the Jinx when I am the Jinx. Randobot gathers ammo for a slingshot. Melody has found a table, hopefully nobody goes through it, rather. Kitamura tries to build a tank out of sticks and rocks and succeeds. Awesome! Tingy brings in Beta for a hug, then whispers in Beta's ear, you mean nothing to me, and then slams Beta through the table. Yukine knocks out Iris in a fistfight, Death Collar is on them. Skyline puts a Death Collar on Michi while she is asleep. XSP is rising with maggots. Rona steals Kitamura's tank. That is extremely dangerous. Iris finds a climate change remote. Will Iris be able to use it? Isamu transformed into a massive four-armed alien, tosses Kitamura high into the sky. I can go twice as high. Take a look. He's in the sky. Why, oh why? Evelyn uses the power of Geo, summons a massive rock in the sky, dropping it to the ground, killing Felix and Mochi, rest in peace. Scary E shoots blast of energy from his hands at Mona Lisa. Mona Lisa is able to duck and dodge and sweave out of the way. Katura uses a mysterious gas to knock out Romas and Randobot in order to put Death Claws on them. Psy Killer has tactical combat gear and equips it, provides optimal protection for the whole body without sacrificing the flexibility. Beta accepts her shadow as Beta and gains the power of Persona. Romas and Psy Killer, two of the mightiest competitors in the arena, do battle, though Psy Killer used underhanded tactics. Romas never gave up, and Romas was able to conquer the heel in Psy Killer. Oh, and I turned face. I was like, you know what? Avi says, you know what? I don't think I want to be a heel in this scenario. I'm gonna go ahead and turn face. And just like that, we have another 6 gone. A Clear Day Loon is 4. Apollo, JFJ, Kitamura, Felix, Mochi, Psy Killer. Well, I'll tell you what. Yeah. Wild and crazy, kids. You only need 8 more into your saving grace books, but let's like take a little peek. Unaffiliated Beta's still in, but I know so is Beta's teammate Tingy. They're still rocking it. And they do need a spot, don't they? So they do need a spot. That's something to keep in note. Magic Show's completely in. Close Inspection is completely in as well. Robo Research is not completely in, but they still have Randobot Big Time Plush completely in. Earth Science completely in. Greenhouse Dolls has Iris, and they need a spot. Monster Mash still has Michi. Could do the Monster Mash. Unsolved Mysteries still have Scary E. Frenzied Beast are out, and so is Gaming Conventions. Lead the Congregation out as well. Chop Artists need a spot. No, they don't. They won! I just didn't put a P by their name. Yeah, they definitely don't need a spot. That's my bad. Yeah, they don't need a spot. Whoops. They're the champions. They just won the championships. Duh, they don't need a spot. Crime Hunters, however, do. So do Forever Failures and American Alpha and Custodial Services. I think there's still 8 teams that need a spot. That being said, it is what it is. Let's go ahead and let's see how this all plays out. Let's proceed and see if we lose 8 more people. Next round C is ooh, ooh. Remember what I was saying to do? JFJ is back as a ghost. I don't like that. Melody finds a bolt of Pokeballs. Tinky finds some moon shoes. Not liable for any broken ankles, by the way. Something inside of AV drives him to fight for what he believes in. He is a hero, and a hero. Oh, wait, he's a hero and he's a face. That's all. That feels like super face to me, but you know, it's not. Yukine knocks out Lin in a fist fight, puts a death color on them, and boy, does that happen to do things immediately. Mona Lisa's tired of all these things, and turns heel as well. And you know, I just want to hear that song real quick. Can you get me with a little bit of the bum 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 bum. Evelyn, Randobot, Katora, Lin, Michi, Romaz are all forced to play the majority game. Randobot received the most votes and was executed as well as a sacrifice. Michi. Bum 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 bum. Ba-da-dum bum bum bum. Ba-da-da-bum bum 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 bum. Shum bum bum bum. Bum bum ta bum bum bum. I really, okay, that's not gonna be a this year thing, but who knows, it could be. We'll continue. Katora finds a boombox, time to play some sick beats. Sick! Scary finds a lovely bikini and puts it on. Tingy wants to end things once and for all with Romaz. Romaz does not bite the dust. Tingy does, though. Skyline snaps out of it. Iris steals AV soundboard. Wait, how? Lin wraps vines around Rona, tying up her whole body. Rona's now trapped. Beta finds a waffle, really. Rona's still trapped, screams for help, but nobody answers. Hiriko and Romaz attack Lin from behind, slaughtering her, and Isamu attacks her. Or rather, transforms into an incredibly fast alien. So fast that Hiriko was cut to pieces before Scary E's eyes, and he barely saw a thing. He can't see a thing. Another 5 gone. We're down to 13, and at this point, I think we still actually do need to check who's left. Outside of shenanigans happening, because we do have a ghost in play. It's a Clear Day Loon 4. Randobot, Michi, Tingy, Lin, Hiriko. Because that may have lended to... No, it didn't lend to whole team. Not too many whole teams being out, but I think like 2 of them are. So, Custodial Services still in. They need a spot. Chop Artists do not need a spot. I just forgot to put their P there. Evelyn's still hanging in there for them. Greenhouse Dolls do need a spot. Iris still around. As we scroll up, Big Time Plush, they don't need a spot, but they're trying to become Agents of Chaos, apparently. Close Inspection need a spot, and they are both still in. Keep your eyes on them as well. Earth Signs do not need a spot, but Mona Lisa is healed now and saying, hey, I'm gonna be healed. Maybe I should really play the part and become Agent of Chaos too. Crime Hunters need a spot. Keep them in mind. Yukine wants to carry on for May. Bite the Bullet, that's the ghost of JFJ. He's technically not in right now, but they do need a spot. Keep that in mind. American Alpha still sees AV, surprisingly enough, and so does Unsolved Mysteries with Scary E. And Beta remains for Forever Failures. That leaves us with 7 teams that need a spot. So, a lot of these teams living on a prayer. We'll see how that all plays out as we proceed. It may be coming down to just vague spots as to, oh my gosh, this person just barely died before this person. It's gonna be one of those whose heart will break. As we click next round, it will be, ooh, it'll be Romas. But I want to pay attention to JFJ is a ghost, and XSP is now a zombie. Evelyn. Summon stones around Yukine's feet. Yukine is now trapped. Scary flaunts his bikini. Beta throws a waffle at Romas like a shuriken and kills him. Rest in peace. That would be the end of them, and we would have our teams, but as we know, this is Ordeal, so shenanigans may happen. AV scans arena lurking for enemies lurking about. XP is now a zombie. Melody's house is at a Pokeball. Out comes Zapdos. Zapdos uses Thunderbolt, frying AV. Rona rather. Puts a death collar on Isamu while he's asleep. JFJ plays around with his incorporeal body to pass the time. Yukine was struggling with the trap and cut herself pretty bad. She's now bleeding out. Skyland sweeps up the footprints around the cornucopia. Monalise finds a bike. Cue the bike theme. You know what? We will for Monalise. Hit that bike theme. Bam, bam, thank you, ma'am. Isamu then transforms to an alien with a body as hard as diamond and kills Monalise and Beta. Oh, that bike theme was for you. That's unfortunate. Headbutts them, killing them both. That's unfortunate. Katora cycles through the songs to dance to, and Iris slices open that dimensional scythe, Sparta style kicking Skyline into the despair dimension. We are within your final 10 now. Your final 8 are all here, and it is with not the greatest pleasure, but I mean we're within our top 10. It's potentially the last Clarity Lune of the episode 4. Romas, AV, Beta, Monalise. And so, with notepad in hand, I'm gonna give the tentative final 6 teams that are going in. American Alpha is on the chopping block. Behind them, Forever Failures. Earth Sciences don't need a spot, but we will go on to details and we'll grab these real quick. And you know, as we do that, you can go and make your saving grace picks. You should do that. Hold on. With Augusta, we can make some saving grace picks. Yes. That's right. Unsolved mysteries. We'll make it in. We'll see, I suppose. As we scroll down, still alive and still could earn the block, technically. Chop Artist. They could do just that. That's our champion. Evelyn, strong competitor. Rion was the strong competitor last season. This time, Evelyn's trying to prove her worth. As we go on, we see the Crime Hunters. Yukine's trying not to bleed out. Wants to last while bleeding out. We've had bleeding out victors before. Will Yukine be the next one? A part of Crime Hunters who also make it to the premiere. As we go on, Forever Failures made it. Magic Show just barely missed out. Bite the Bullet, neither of them are actually alive, but we do have a ghost and we do have a zombie. And they are both from Bite the Bullet, so there are some shenanigans that could be at play. Skyland is trapped in the Despair Dimension. However, that does mean, admittedly, he got there after some people perished, so he's in the premiere for Custodial Services. Big Time Plush already in the premiere, and they are both still in your final 8. That is a heaping achievement, but they're not the only ones to do it. Rona Melody, of course, have done it. Greenhouse Dolls make it in as well with Iris, and lastly, Close Inspection. Both still in as well with Katura and Isamu. One with the Boombox, one with the Omnitrix, and with that in mind, we could see some shenanigans happen, so make your saving grace picks first, second, third. I will make mine as well. I should... I think I gotta pick... I think, you know what? I think the worst thing is gonna happen. I think JFJ revives AV, and somehow, someway, they work together to get first. Imagine American Alpha having to share Agents of Chaos with Bite the Bullet. That would be true chaos. That being said, I'm also going to take Big Time Plush for second because, once again, I think that's my favorite name for the teams this season. And for third, I'm going to go for Custodial Services. I think he's going to come back because I don't count out my janitor. That's my guy. That's everybody who's left. Those are your final 8 with some caveats and some Despair Dimension. But they are all still going strong, their hearts beating in pulse. Or rather in sync with the same pulse, determination, perhaps even the same fate as that of a samurai woman. It is your final 8. As we proceed, we have some items that can knock out some people lickety-split. Will they? Oh, not yet. But we do see more zombies, and we do see the ghost get gone. Because Skyline fights for his life. Iris calls down arcane fury, brimming within her veins, produces an ancient scepter. Rona uses mysterious dash to knock out Scary and Melody. Death collars on them. Nuclear waste from the power plant that the arena was built on top of zombifies and reanimates Nina's body. XSP is still continuing to rot. Evelyn finds a medieval armor. It does not help later on. Apparently grass tears through metal. I don't think that's quite how it works, actually, but I mean, like, you know. Steel versus metal, I don't know, I'm not sure if that's quite right. Isamu tries to kill Evelyn, but Evelyn's knight armor diverts the blow. Scary catches JFJ in a thermos and sends him back to the ghost zone. Yukine is trapped and killed, and trapped and still slowly bleeds out. Not killed yet. Katura and Isamu practice their routine, and Melody tosses out a Pokeball. Out comes Roserade, who strips through the metal armor of Evelyn and tears her to shreds. We are down another 2. One was a ghost, one was actually alive, which brings us down to 7 instead. After this terrible turnabout, 4. JFJ. Evelyn. Well, are you ready? It's your final 7. Not much has changed, but we now have a bunch of zombies in play and no ghost. The ghost makes this final 6 more solidified. That being said, we could get ghosts late in this game. It has happened many a times where like 3 ghosts just pop up towards the end. We'll see how it all plays out because it is still Samurai Woman. Let's see what unfolds. Next round sees Helsing, as I just said, now back as a ghost. Nina's body has completely rotted away, no longer moving. Skyline runs from the demons lurking in the despair dimension. With a flick of her ancient scepter, Melody is turned into a sheep and her partner is gone. Isamu accepts the shadow as Isamu gains a power persona. Melody's sheep grazes peacefully. Rona still trapped, screams for help but nobody answers. Scary E shoots blasts of energy from his hands at Rona. Rona's unable to survive the blow. Yukine is trapped and slowly bleeds out still. Katura's got a table and XSP is dangling his withered limbs around, fiddling with him. We have another ghost in play. We still have Scary in play, who might send this ghost to the ghost zone too, but we also have 2 more gone, 1 a zombie, 1 as, well, big time plush. It is a Claire de terrible turnabout for Nina, Rona. Well, it's your final 6 this time. 1 by 1 they all fall. And I think it might stay that way for a little bit. That being said, once again, ghost in play. There is still 1 team that's fully in. It is Isamu and Katora, so keep that in mind. They right now technically have a 1 in 3 shot of winning this game, becoming Agents of Chaos again. Keep that in mind. Agents of Chaos ... again. Will that unfold back to back? Oh, we'll see, because now things are a little bit uncertain. Because XSP tackles Iris to the ground, bites them, turning them into a zombie. Wait a minute. Wait a second. Hold on. Wait. This is real close to being over, ain't it? Because of that tackle. Katora sets up their table for grabbing Scary in a headlock. Katora then slams Scary through a table. Beta's lifeless body is writhing with maggots. Skyline runs from the demons lurking in the despair dimension. Yukine finally dies from the blood loss caused by the trap that she was stuck in. Helsing misses being able to have dinner. Iris's body continues to decompose even as she continues to move, and Isamu, their persona levels up, upgrading Garu to Garula, and Melody's still a sheep, grazes peacefully. It is a sheep. It is a sheep versus Katura and Isamu. It looks like they have it in the bag. But for right now, we do have to proceed. For right now, it is still just a terrible Claire de Lune of terrible turnabouts for Scary E, Yukine. And with that half ghost out, that does mean that the ghost that's in play, who was what? Helsing. Helsing was our ghost. And Helsing, surprisingly enough, the Monster Mash don't need a spot. That's another thing to keep in mind. The people who need spots are all over the place as well. It is Melody the sheep versus 2 living, breathing people. So I don't know exactly who it's gonna be, but it's still technically It's not a samurai woman anymore. Those three, which is really two teams, are all called what we like to call a crisis. A crisis of fate. It is Katora and Isamu, and it is Melody in a match that is theirs to lose. Katora and Isamu should be two-time Agents of Chaos. They should be running it back-to-back right now. That being said, will they is the real question. Next round C's. We have to like take our time here because I think Melody might have just won as a sheep. Katora finds a skateboard, time to do some sick moves. I think she did because Isamu's dead. No matter what, I think this game is over. So let's play who first? Because we may have just witnessed something wild and crazy. Katora finds a skateboard, Skyline's still running from the demons, Melody is a sheep, glances away, a sad look in her eyes. Darktree swirls around May's body, May's back is a ghost. Hellsing kills Isamu through ghastly means, which at this point means that it's just Katora and Melody left, and Katora could easily take out Melody. However, there are zombies in play, and as XSP dangles his withered limbs around, Iris grabs Katora's arm, bites them, and turns them into a zombie, which means just one person stands tall. And when I say person, I mean sheep. Perhaps this was what was truly supposed to happen in Big Time Plush's plushest form. Sheep. Ladies and gentlemen, that's nuts. I literally said it's their game to lose, and they did. What looked like a guaranteed two-time Agents of Chaos, retract that, bring it back, because after this terrible turnabout 4. Katora and Isamu. It's over. And shockingly enough, sheep form, indeed. And you know what? They beat the Jinx, because I sure picked them. I was like, you know what? I'ma pick them. And surprisingly enough, they actually don't get that music. They are your winners, but they are also your new. Tag Team AoC Agents of Chaos. Rona and Melody walked alone inside this pit of danger. And as Rona fell, Melody turned into a sheep in the same round. And one had to wonder that, well, it seemed like their game was over, but in reality, it was far from it. In fact, their story had just barely begun. After a fun season and a victory, I believe, last season, they pull off one that means so much more. One that will see them target the champions time in and time out. And last but not least, one that sees them embracing the chaos. Your winners and new AoC Tag Team Agents of Chaos, Rona, Melody. Big Time Plush. That means none of these standings actually changed because we never had a ghost possess anybody and the zombies didn't take the victory. That being said, it comes down to, first of all, congratulations to Big Time Plush, you survived the Jinx. Even though earlier today I was like, you can't beat the Jinx. Big Time Plush just did. I will go through who's in this premiere now because I said it earlier, but it actually has not changed, which means we have Greenhouse Dolls, we got Custodial Services, we have the Crime Hunters, Unsolved Mysteries, Forever Failures, and last but not least, American Alpha. Take the W. They don't take the W. Big Time Plush takes the W, and a big time victory for them already in the premiere, and just ensuring that they'll appear even more as Agents of Chaos. Congratulations once again to them. Big W in a big double header. That's over. That's it. Until next time when we see that, because I want to end this real quick, because this is about an hour episode, and that means, you know, very soon it's going to be time, if you watch this right at the start of it, it's going to be time for the AEWE, it's going to be time for Friday Night Fraction, it's going to be a good time. Speaking of, I guess we can go and play that Fracture music, can't we? Yeah, we can go ahead and do that. It's the last Fracture, in fact, before we tiptoe on the beaten path to Ticket to Paradise. I'm excited to see how this all plays out. I hope you guys are too. So, until tonight, where so much is on the line, tag team titles on the line, we'll see Hina in action. We'll see Tamara in action against a friend of the opposing side. You love to see it. I think I said tables actions. I think we said tag team action. We have golden ticket qualifiers. We have grudge matches of sorts. We have Kazuichi versus Kaito Ryoma ringside after that brutal attack. We've got so much going on, and I hope that you guys are here to see every second of it. It is going to be a truly spectacular tonight. Is going to be a downright excellent installment of Fracture. It is the last one before On the Beaten Path, so until then, toodaloo, Flight Crew. Thank you for watching.